First time in Rome? Here are 12 places you cannot miss. One of the most popular landmarks in Rome, visiting the Vatican City is a priority for most first-time travelers. The world's smallest state, it's steeped in history and is located in the heart of the Italian capital. Small, but boasting an overwhelming wealth of artwork, undertaking a complete tour of Vatican City is a must. Among the most famous sites of the Vatican certainly are St. Peter's Square, designed by Gian Lorenzo Bernini, St. Peter's Basilica, packed with artwork including Michelangelo's La Pietà and Bernini's bronze Baldacchino canopy, the Basilica's dome, designed by Michelangelo, and obviously the wonderful Vatican Museums, one of the world's largest museums, home to the Sistine Chapel and Raphael's rooms, among the other wonders. The best time to visit the Vatican Museums is either early morning or 3 hours before closing time. There are many guided or private tours that also include a skip-the-line ticket. These are recommended especially during the high season. Check out the links in the description below for more guides to visiting the Vatican Museums and St. Peter's Basilica. Located in front of St. Peter's Square, right at the end of the long Via della Conciliazione, Castel Sant'Angelo, or the Hadrian Mausoleum, is a very interesting building and historical site to explore and not to miss if it's your first time in Rome. Throughout the centuries, it has served different purposes. Built as the tomb of Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century, Castel Sant'Angelo has also been a medieval stronghold, papal residence, and political prison. It's connected to the Vatican through the so-called Passetto di Borgo, a long wall erected to protect the Vatican from the foreign invasions and allow the Pope and high prelates to seek shelter in Castel Sant'Angelo. Today, it can be visited either independently or with guided tours. It doesn't have the long line of the Vatican, but I think it's a must. In the description below, you will find a link to our review of a guided tour we took in Castel Sant'Angelo that we strongly recommend to fully enjoy the place. It's connected to the city center through the wonderful Ponte Sant'Angelo bridge. We have a video entirely about this bridge. Find the link below. If it's your first time in Rome, you can't possibly miss Fontana di Trevi because it's one of the main landmark and tourist draws. Unless you come at 5 in the morning in January, you're gonna find it super crowded. But still, look at that, you can't miss it. This is Piazza di Spagna, and you can see the Spanish steps, Trinità dei Monti in Italian. This is one of the places you shouldn't miss if it's your first time in Rome. As you can see, it's packed, but it's really unmissable. The monumental staircase, the Trinità dei Monti Church, and La Barcaccia fountain, sinking fountain of Bernini. On your first trip, you will definitely include Piazza Navona in your Rome bucket list. If it's the first time that you're visiting Rome, you cannot skip this piazza. It's free to visit, and it's really one of the most famous landmarks in the city center. It has 3 monumental fountains. The one in the middle is by Bernini, and it has an Egyptian obelisk on top, and it's facing the Sant'Agnese in Agone church designed by Francesco Borromini, architect. Here in the information, in the description below, you're going to find a link to our video entirely devoted to all the masterpieces you're going to see in Piazza Navona. If it's your first time in Rome, you can't possibly miss the Pantheon, because Pantheon, the temple of all gods. It's an ancient Roman temple, just like the Trevi fountain. Unless you come at 5 in the morning in winter, you're gonna find it super crowded and packed. You can see this is the queue everywhere. Check out the link below to my guide to visit in the Pantheon, with tips on how to book your ticket and great tours. Symbol of Rome, one of Europe's most famous iconic landmarks, it's impossible not to be visiting the Colosseum if it's your first time in Rome. With thousands of tourists standing in line every day, carefully planning your visit is a must, especially in the high season. The tickets to the Colosseum also include entrance to the Roman Forum Palatine Hill. Parco Archeologico del Colosseo has recently updated their ticketing system, giving you the possibility to buy your entrance directly from their website, ticketing.colosseo.it, link below. If you prefer a more in-depth visit, you can book a tour with a local expert, historian, and archaeologist. The long road between the Colosseum and Piazza Venezia is Via dei Fori Imperiali, so the Imperial Fora Road. The Imperial Fora are recognized as a superb collection of monumental squares built over about 150 years in the center of Rome for administrative and judiciary activities, as well as venues for celebrations and official events. These are Caesar's Forum, Augustus Forum, the Templum Pacis, Nerva's Forum, and Trajan's Forum. From the Trajan's markets, you can access the Trajan's Forum, and you can visit inside the Trajan market, you can visit the exhibition of all the imperial fora with the relics found in the imperial fora itself. Piazza Venezia is another place that you can't miss if it's your first time in Rome. This giant square located at the foot of Capitoline Hill is a pedestrian, sightseeing and public transport hub, one of the busiest piazzas in Rome. This is probably why it's also a little difficult to just stop and enjoy its beauty, but not impossible. The main monument that dominates Piazza Venezia is the Altar of the Fatherland, located in the Vittoriano complex. The monument devoted to former Italian King Vittorio Emanuele II. In the middle, slightly on the right side facing the Vittoriano, is a small space with benches where you can sit and relax. You can go on top of the Altar of the Fatherland and enjoy a great view of Rome city center. From Piazza Venezia, you can easily reach Piazza del Campidoglio, Via dei Fori Imperiali, Trajan's Forum and Trajan's Markets, as well as the trendy Via del Corso shopping street. Arguably the world's most glamorous entrance to a historic center, Piazza del Popolo, in the heart of Rome, is the city's most scenic piazza, and definitely I suggest you visit if it's your first time in Rome. From its imposing gate to Santa Maria del Popolo Basilica to the stunning fountains all around, Piazza del Popolo exudes royalty and elegance from every corner. After visiting the main church, Santa Maria del Popolo Basilica, make your way to see the different fountains, the two on the edges of the piazza, Neptune's fountain and the fountain of Goddess Roma, and the central one, the beautiful fountain of the lions with an Egyptian obelisk in the middle. Go past the twin churches and step over the Tridente neighborhood in its shopping streets, Via del Corso, Via del Babuino and Via Ripetta. We are in the Jewish quarter in Rome and just in front of the Portico di Ottavia. The ancient Jewish ghetto of Rome is a small neighborhood rich in history and culture, but especially famous for its culinary specialties such as the Jewish-style artichokes, carciofi alla giudia. Considered among the oldest in the world, second only to the Venice ghetto, the Rome ghetto was founded in 1555 by the order of Pope Paul IV. The Great Synagogue, together with the Jewish Museum housed inside, is one of the main attractions of the area. Another place to visit in Rome, if it's your first trip, is certainly Trastevere. This is a very quaint and picturesque neighborhood, formerly working class area, now gentrified, and you will just love strolling around its cobbled alleys and looking at the buildings, the architecture, having some coffee and visiting the landmarks such as, not to miss, the Santa Maria in Trastevere Basilica and Santa Cecilia in Trastevere Basilica.
If you enjoyed this video, give us thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. For more Rome guides and tips, check out RomeActually.com.